French overseas territories cast their first votes in high-stakes legislative elections.
Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky says he's working on a comprehensive plan to end the war with Russia.
French overseas territories cast their first votes in high-stakes legislative elections. Voting was underway in overseas territories in the Caribbean, off the coast of Canada, and the South American territory of French Guiana. More than 2 million proxies were registered in France and abroad for Sunday's elections. Candidates ended their rapid campaign at midnight on Friday, with political activity banned until the first round of voting on Sunday. Elections for the French National Assembly are a two-round process and will continue next weekend. Macron's decision to call a snap election after the right-wing National Rally's success in European elections this month stunned many and sparked uncertainty within Europe's second-largest economy.
Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky says he's working on a comprehensive plan for how Kyiv sees the war with Russia ending. He was speaking to reporters alongside Slovenia's President Nataša Pirc-Musar, who was in Kyiv to discuss preparations for a second peace summit. Zelensky said, "We do not want to prolong this war," adding that he would put forward a detailed plan to bring about its end in a matter of months. He called on European Union leaders on Thursday to live up to their promises to provide military equipment to his country after the bloc pledged long-term support to Kyiv. Meanwhile, authorities in Dnipro said one person was killed and 3 others injured in a Russian strike on an apartment block. The regional governor said 2 people have been declared missing and a 7-month-old child was suffering from smoke inhalation.
Russian attacks in residential areas in Donetsk killed 4 civilians and wounded 6, according to the regional governor. Most of the casualties were reported from the frontline village of New York. Local media report that Russian forces are slowly advancing in the area while intensifying their attacks against civilians remaining in what had previously been a less intense sector of the front line. In the Russian border town of Gorodish, a local official said 5 people, including 2 children, were killed by a Ukrainian drone. The official said the incident appeared to come from a copter-style drone fitted to drop explosives over targets. 10 Ukrainian prisoners were released from Russian captivity with the help of the Vatican, according to Ukrainian President Zelensky. Some of these civilians had been captured before Russia's invasion of Ukraine in 2022.
Italy's Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni has condemned racist and anti-Semitic remarks made by members of the ruling party's Youth League. Speaking to reporters in Brussels, Meloni said anti-Semitism and racism are incompatible with the Brothers of Italy. Those comments come after 2 members of the National Youth resigned over anti-Semitic slurs and threats made against a Jewish senator. The left-wing news outlet Fan Page claimed in its expose it had video evidence of National Youth members using racist slurs and making Nazi salutes. There's been outrage from members of the Jewish community of Rome, with some calling on Meloni to punish the youngsters involved. Brothers of Italy has its roots in the Italian social movement, a party formed in 1946 by supporters of fascist dictator Benito Mussolini.
Estonia's ruling party tapped their climate minister for the Baltic country's top job of prime minister. The ruling centre-right Reform Party chose Kristen Michael to replace outgoing Kaja Kallas, who is the EU's new foreign policy chief. Michael was nominated following a closed-door meeting by the party's governing board. He has been Minister for Climate Affairs since April of last year and has been active amongst the Reform Party since the late 1990s.